Hi everybody, I'm Laurent from the pre-sales team at Bonita Soft, and I will explain you how to test process UI using Playwright and the Bonita Test Toolkit. Uh, First of all, just a quick overview of what are the objectives. We want to be able to run end-to-end test of any Bonita applications. Of course, why we want to do this is to ensure that project quality and find defect in build phase. So how can we do this? Just using the Bonita Test Toolkit in addition with the Playwright, which is a Microsoft test framework. So first of all, let's go to principles. Uh, of course, you may know that the code testing pyramid, it's made of three layers. The first one is unit testing that we can use for um, all the extension points that we have in the Microsoft, like REST APIs, actor filters, and so on. And so the next level is to do some integration test using the Bonita Test Toolkit. This means that we are able to test processes, to test business data, and the last steps that we will use today is to do some end-to-end tests, including UI and using Playwright. So in terms of tooling, all of this is based, of course, of a Java stack, including Bonita Test Toolkit, JUnit, Maven, Playwright, and of course any IDE of your choice to run the test. And of course you can include this in your CI/CD pipelines and also run them on local environments. So just quick feedback. Bonita Living Applications relies on the three layers. First is the process layer on the bottom, and that we can see here. Yes, this slide. On top of this, we also have the business data model applications, and the last one is the UI layers that you can do with UI designer or any UI solution of your choice. What we can observe that the integration test can be done with the Bonita Test Toolkit, and this can address the process level and the BDM level. And end-to-end tests using Playwright should be done using in order to test UI level. So just a quick summary of Bonita Test Toolkit's capabilities. In terms of actions, you can define contracts, start process, execute a task, check pending task, assign task, send message, event, and all the things that you can do using the Bonita REST APIs. We have a large set of APIs. And in terms of testing and checking, you can make a lot of asserts just to verify case or task status, just ensure that candidates are right defined, verify BDM values in terms of just do some queries about the BDM aspect, just check connector executions and check that documents have been generated in the way you were expecting. If we now focus on Playwright capabilities, in fact, Playwright can navigate in your living application, build using Bonita or existing one, just with process forms under documents. And nice capabilities is also to make video records and screenshots. And a nice feature is also that we will see in the demo is to use a wizard to record demo, and of course all modern browsers are supported, so it's a nice. You can also do some assertions based on HTTP status codes, verify form contents, check URLs, send data, and so on. All of those things, capabilities are summarized in the Playwright website. So you have the URL here, and of course, the nice thing is this Playwright does provide is provided using Apache 2 license, so it makes easier for you to integrate into your project. So now it's time to switch to demo. We'll present you here Bonita project. In this project we have a provider process. That's it, with a set of tasks with a lot of actors and a lot of things. And of course we can go to the application parts, go to invoice management, and that we have a living applications with supplier sections in the left menu. And what we have here is we have no providers available, but we can click on this button that will provide rich forms with a lot of things to do, some tabs here, some documents, some contacts, adding a lot of things. So what we will do now is not to use the waveform to film, but in fact use the IT project integration test. So in the project we just seen before, we have an IT folder, and here we have a Playwright integration test. The way we can do it is just to add in as a POM dependencies something to Playwright. Yes, that's it. And of course, Bonita Test Toolkit version. If we go back to the Playwright IT folder, we can see that we have a lot of things already in place. First of all, in the before all, we just want to create a Playwright instance. Define that this should be in should not be in a headless mode. This means that because I want to show you what happens, so it will display the browser. But of course, if you go in a headless mode, you will not have to something that pop up, and you can integrate easily in your CI/CD pipeline. For my example, I use a Chromium example, and of course I can add some configuration to my browser. First one is just to record some videos with video size, and reduce a little bit motions, and set viewport. And of course, when all is completed, I just want to close this, and that's for the Playwright parts. But for the Bonita Test Toolkit, I just want to delete BDM content, delete whole process that may exist, and of course after each I want to just close my browser. This means that we need to integrate Bonita Test Toolkit in order to just interact with the process and BDM levels, in order to make sure that your test will be relevant, as we can play and play and play it again, and ensure that BDM and process will be reset to factory settings, and your browser will also be reset. So here I have a simple test. Yes, I should create a new provider. So I have here something that's what is required for my process. Just I have to create call some processes to create reference data. So that's what I call create templates. My user involved in the process, which will be Anthony Nichols. And my test is quite simple. I'm just querying the business data using the test toolkit to test the provider business data and ensure that I have no provider prior to executing the test. and at the end of the test it should be equal to 1. This means that my process just created a new provider. Okay, so I'm connecting to my localhost instance, which is my studio Bonita app runtime. And of course, if I run this test, what we should observe is that the test should fail because nothing happened, and we have no way to create a new provider. So what happens? The test will start, then use a new browser, which is a Chromium browser, and of course the test fails because we don't created a new provider. So what's fun with Playwright is that we can just switch this command, and Playwright provides a way to use a kind of result. So we just have to uncomment this line, page.pause, and start again the test. And what will happen that we will have a break in the test, and with access to the browser, so we can use Playwright tooling, so we can record what we want to do. Okay, so this is our Chromium instance. Yes, that's it. You can just move it to the right, make it a little bit bigger, and we also have access to Playwright Inspector that allows you to record a new session or new action that you do. So as you can see, as soon as I click on some parts of the browser, the inspector records all the things that we need. So what I want to do is just to log in with my user and password. So my user is Anthony Nichols. So just have to copy paste this information. I set the password to BPM, which is the default one. Just click to login. So as you can see, as soon as I click on the things, the inspector records things. We'll use it later. So this is a default application list. I can choose to switch to application management, which is my application. Have here menu. As you can see, a lot of things appears. Those things are added by the Playwright navigator. This means that we get the information of how to click on this. So click on suppliers. We click to add new providers. I will just make this window a little bit bigger, and I just have to click. I want to create a new provider, so I have to fill the form. So as you can see with the red star here, some things are required. So just fill the things. Name will be Bonita Soft. Alias will be Bonita. What kind of supplier? It's an internet supplier. It's a premium priority. I will fill the provider address, which is 32. Road. This tab. Effect. Sorry, it's wrong. Cities global. Country is French. We have an address complement. We are located in 4th floor, so just type 4th floor. We have an email contact, which is info at bonitasoft.com. We have a phone. I'm putting some random data. We don't have currency is euro. I see that I have an error message because email is not valid because here I have an extra space. Yes, that's it. Cancel. I have to set the payment delay, which would be 45 days. And in these bottom sections, we have some tabs. Yes, contract, banking account details, and contract. So in the contract section, contact sections, I can just add a contact. This leads me to a pop-up when I just can add a contact. Okay, I will have Mr. myself, in fact. Let's see here. Sorry, missing the T. My function is pre-sales. Will be part of the sales things. Here's my phone and my mobile and my email contact. Let's see here at Bonita Test Toolkit.com. When it's all the information are provided, I just have to click on done. As you can see here in the contact, we have in real time the feedback, and can go on the next tab, which is bank account details. Bank account, okay, bank name is okay, my bank. Swift ID, put some random data. Account name will be Bonita. Account number, I will just put some random numbers. And here we have documents. Fun fact is that we can handle also documents using Playwright. So I click on the add document. I will use just an existing document that I have on my file system. We will see after that this document should be available in the project file system in order to run tests again and again. That's okay for this part. Now I go to the contract tabulations. Wait, see, contract. Yes, just fill an amount. Yes, for a contract date, I have to choose to click on the date picker. I just switch use the today button, so that will fit today's eye. And another document is required, a contract document for demo purpose. I will use the same document. Yeah. So now everything is filled, so the submit button is available. I can just click on this. I can see that the submit button started the process and lead me to the supplier page, and I can see that the list of provider is now okay with one more line, which is results. So I can click to have access to more details. Yes, for example, the contacts and so on. So that's for the way to start and record some information. As you can see in the Playwright inspector here, what I have is just a list of all the actions I've just done. So I can just copy paste them, go back to my test, and just I can just go back to my test and replace this page by all the things that I've just done. So that's okay. I can now stop the recording and tell that Playwright, okay, we don't anyone to pause the document. So that's what happened. And if I go back to my test, that I copy paste the whole of the things, yes, some things are in red because I have to import dependencies. So I'm just proving that, okay, all of them have Playwright framework dependencies. Yes, this one. So what I've done now is just copy paste a lot of actions based on the browser actions, but I still have the first test that is supposed to have no provider before the test, and I should have one after it. So now I can run again the test using the real browser actions. What will happen? The Playwright will start a browser, and I put the browser in a no headless configuration so that we can see the browser appearing, and of course it's quite fast, but yes, everything is typed. We have documents and all the things, and we see that test is successful, and of course at the end of the test we have the assertion that we created a provider. We have two options to check this. First of all, just to go to supplier sections. Yes, I will take any user for total base. So we can see that we have this provider that has been created. But another nice option is that Playwright allows you to record some video recording. So this means that you can run the test, and even if something goes wrong, you can go, yes, to video sections. I can open it in my Finder sections. Yes, I have a lot of testing. Just I can do some little switch. So I will put this in a full screen mode, and since it's a test that run quite fast, reduce the speed. So if I go, okay, it's a 30 seconds test, I can go and see that what happens. I'm logging and filling all the required fields in the forms, okay, in different tabs, adding a lot of things, and go to supplier sections, and we can see that we have all the things. So this way is a nice reporting way, because when something goes wrong, you just have to watch the video and understand what went wrong in your test. So yeah, that's quite a nice price. And this thing is just recording the video section under the target folder, and this has been just configured by this simple instruction that I said that I want to record the videos under the target.video folders with specific video size and reduced motions and specific viewport size. So what we have done now is a simple way to just test our process, which is this one. Start a process, ensure that using the Bonita Test Toolkit we can interact with the Playwright, and ensure that at the end, okay, we just check that we didn't have any provider, because prior to running the test we destroyed all the things, and at the end of the test we ensure that when running all the things using the browser, we have a new provider and a new with a size of 1, and ensure that we had an assertion based on the Bonita Test Toolkit that the name of the provider is really equal to Bonita Soft. So that's the way we can mix Bonita Soft Test Toolkit and the Playwright and ensure that we have a really reliable test toolkit. So that's it. So that was for the demo. Thank you very much. And of course, stay tuned for more information about Bonita Soft and Test Toolkit and other information. Thank you and bye-bye.